Hello, everyone. Welcome to our English learning journey with movies. Let's explore and improve our English together. Foot in the door, meaning the first step to a goal. Example, Mary was so excited to get her foot in the door with her new internship.
3, 2, 1.
The Simpsons had their foot in the door.
Oh, I just want a chance to get my foot in the door, Mr. Grant.
And you can't get your foot in the door without us.
You've already got a foot in the door. Get my foot in the door, you know.
I'm getting up early, and I'm searching for something, anything, to get my foot in the door.
I think if I can just get Brennan back, then I can at least get my proverbial foot in the door.
Pat on the back, meaning praise for something that you have done well. Example, he received a pat on the back from his boss from the new project that he landed.
3, 2, 1.
Pats on the back. Pats on the back.
Doesn't pat himself on the back.
Pat yourself on the back for having diagnosed.
So, we get a pat on the back. Job well done. Next case.
You don't get a man to march to the point of a gun and then pat yourself on the back for making a hero.
Breath, pat yourself on the back. You're doing one hell of a job.
Well, thank you. Mr. Did you say Cobra?
And if it looks like they're going to bend, then you don't just walk away, pat yourself on the back, you double down.
Lily-livered, meaning lacking courage. Example, there is no place for a lily-livered soldier in the United States Army.
3, 2, 1.
Don't be lily-livered.
When you came to me in my dream, I was lily-livered.
Go prick thy face and overred thy fear, thou lily-livered boy.
Are you yellow-bellied, lily-livered?
Lily-livered little rich boy.
These lily-livered pinkos.
Thou lily-livered boy.
Face-to-face, meaning meeting or seeing someone in person. Example, I prefer to do business face-to-face rather than over the phone.
3, 2, 1.
You want to talk to me? Let's talk face-to-face.
To apologize face-to-face.
We've been face-to-face, yeah.
Face-to-face or butt-to-butt? Here Harold stood, face-to-face with his oldest desire.
Face-to-face would be best.
If you were in your office right now, we'd be having this conversation face-to-face.
Drag one's feet, meaning to do something slowly because you do not want to do it. Example, I suspect the government is dragging its feet over this issue.
3, 2, 1.
I've been dragging my feet.
He doesn't complain or drag his feet.
It looks to be wounded. Dragging its feet.
Stop dragging your feet. You disgust me!
If you keep dragging your feet on those papers.
She's been dragging her feet on this for months.
She says the State Department's dragging their feet.
Comb through, meaning to search for something or be looking for something. Example, the police combed through their house after the income tax authorities left the building.
3, 2, 1.
He's gonna comb through this place.
Comb through those again?
No!
We will be combing through the data for weeks.
To comb through that base.
Okay, my dad needs some people to comb through government websites.
Hi, I painstakingly combed through everything in the system and found this.
They're going to be combing through all the diaries, looking in particular for any contact with right-wing groups.
Break one's back, meaning to put a lot of effort into doing something. Example, trying to achieve a personal goal can be hard. I broke my back to get things done.
3, 2, 1.
I broke my back!
Threw me into the rail and it broke my back.
If we raised cattle, we'd be tending them, but we're miners, so we dig and pan and break our backs for gold.
I broke my back 2 years ago. I don't know why I break my back trying to help you.
Yeah, well, it's about to break my back.
It breaks my back.
Body and soul, meaning you use body and soul to mean every part of you, including your mind and your emotions. Example, she was now committed to the band Body and Soul.
3, 2, 1.
Body and soul.
Loves you body and soul.
He feeds our mind, body, and soul.
She owns me body and soul.
But we managed to keep body and soul together, no thanks to your ungrateful son.
Your body and soul will shrink.
Your world sustains us, body and soul.
Get one's feet wet, meaning to try or experience something new or risky, especially for the first time. Example, investing in small amounts is an easy way to get your feet wet in the stock market.
3, 2, 1.
See, my idea is that they get their feet wet in radio and build from there.
No, get my feet wet in a new town.
Yeah, she's back, and she can't even seem to get her feet wet before certain people start snooping around trying to check up on her.
Since I've been running practices the last couple of weeks, I'll help you out till you get your feet wet.
Just gonna, go get our feet wet and we'll be right back.
Yeah. Just until you get your feet wet.
What a way to get your feet wet.
It's not brain surgery, meaning to reassure someone that the subject or task they are being taught is simple and easily understood. Example, everyone knows if you don't drink enough water, you'll get dehydrated. It's not brain surgery.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, let's run through it one more time.
Mom, it's not brain surgery.
It's just cars. It's not brain surgery.
Well, it's not brain surgery.
Yes. Thank you. I know it's not brain surgery.
And it's not brain surgery, man. It's just...
For God's sakes, it's not brain surgery. She's still online.
It ain't brain surgery.
Actually, it is brain surgery.
The brains behind, meaning used to refer to the person who originally invented a particular scheme, plan, or idea. Example, Julia was the brains behind many great initiatives by the government.
3, 2, 1.
The brains behind the whole thing.
Brains behind Epic Shelter.
That's right.
The actual brains behind this project.
The brains behind the whole thing.
You know, people say she was the brains behind the operation with old F. Scott.
Eleanor has always been the brains behind Team Zissou.
But, you know, I hate to toot my own horn, but, you know, I was the brains behind Edible Arrangements.
Word of mouth, meaning refers to the act of people sharing information with others. Example, many of our clients come through word of mouth recommendations.
3, 2, 1.
Word of mouth, right?
I can't wait for word of mouth.
I'll deliver his challenge by word of mouth.
There's always word of mouth.
Word of mouth is building, so that's something.
Word of mouth is great, but I think we could get more impulse buys if the presentation is cool.
Word of mouth is fantastic. Thank you.
Big mouth, meaning someone who has a big mouth cannot be trusted to keep things secret. Example, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have opened my big mouth.
3, 2, 1.
Big mouth.
Me and my big mouth.
You have a big mouth.
Ken's got a big mouth.
Now, I want you to promise that you'll keep your big mouth shut about everything that has happened here this weekend.
I think my big mouth just got us into trouble.
Mainly because he's got such a big mouth?
Bare bones, meaning most basic and important elements or facts. Example, let me know the bare bones before going through the whole matter.
3, 2, 1.
I know the first show was a bit bare bones.
Need 8 billion minimum for bare bones preparation.
Okay. It's a little bare bones, but if you like it, I can get behind it.
Well, I'll just give you the bare bones of it.
We're down to the bare bones as it is.
No more small talk. Brass tacks, bare bones to the punch.
Bare bones table we have here.
Cold shoulder, meaning to treat somebody with coldness and contempt. Example, Emma gave him the cold shoulder and pretty much ignored him at the party.
3, 2, 1.
And gave my mom the cold shoulder.
It's called the cold shoulder, Simon.
While Erica turned a cold shoulder to love.
So then we go for her friends. But they will all give us the cold shoulder because nobody likes to be second choice.
Maxine, I don't like this cold shoulder you're giving me now.
Well, we start with a cold shoulder, so.
I might get the cold shoulder.
Leg up, meaning give someone a helping hand or boost them on in some way. Example, speaking 3 languages certainly gave Laura a leg up in the interview for the promotion.
3, 2, 1.
I guess you could say I had a leg up, genetically speaking.
Now listen, I've got a bit of a leg up for you, actually.
Just trying to give you a leg up.
You mean to tell me that you two did this just to get a leg up in the competition?
What are you going to do to get a leg up on the competition?
Scaring the kids again, Dad?
No. I was just giving him a leg up on what's out there in those woods.
Top golfers always try to get a leg up in the competition by having the men they trusted most sneak onto the course at night and do their own measurements.
Skeleton in the closet, meaning an embarrassing or unpleasant secret about something that happened to you in the past. Example, it is always possible to find a skeleton in the closet when you dig into family history. Our great-grandfather had been in prison for bank robbery.
3, 2, 1.
Too many skeletons in your closet.
No skeletons in the closet?
Veronica, I have some skeletons in my closet, and
What skeletons are buried in his closet?
You must have some skeletons in your closet.
Because I think your fiancé may have a few skeletons in his closet that he's not telling you about.
And find some skeletons in his closet.
On hand, meaning close by and ready when needed. Example, it's always good to keep a bit of cash on hand for car park meters or a tip in a restaurant.
3, 2, 1.
What a boon to have a poet on hand.
You're still here in your little world with Mummy and Daddy on hand for every crisis.
We keep an extra box on hand in the event of a crisis?
A representative of the United States Geological Survey will be on hand to explain the facts to you in detail.
My top scientists in the Miranda branch offices will be on hand to offer whatever support is required.
Stay on hand in case you're needed.
That is why I am very happy to see that Mr. McKay took the trouble to be on hand for this announcement.
Heads will roll, meaning used to say that someone will be punished severely for something that has happened, especially by losing their jobs. Example, heads will roll when the boss finds out about the missing stock.
3, 2, 1.
Saying, heads will roll, heads will roll.
If they don't, heads will roll.
Literally, heads will roll.
When I find out, heads will roll.
Yes. Equally spooky single. Heads will roll.
And mark my words, heads will roll.
But rest assured, heads will roll.
Red-handed, meaning doing or about to do something illegal or wrong. Example, she was caught red-handed by a security guard putting items in her pockets.
3, 2, 1.
Caught me red-handed.
I caught him red-handed.
And you caught me red-handed.
Looks like our cycle's been caught red-handed.
If I could catch these radicals red-handed, then the Labor Department would have to put them all on boats back home.
We don't want theories. We want them caught red-handed with hard evidence so we can put them away for good.
I'll go to the DC. I'll tell him the truth that you weren't even...
Dumph. I was caught red-handed in the boys' dormitory with booze and pot.
Thank you for watching this video.